If I were to ask you what separates successful people from those who struggle, one thing would stand out more than anything else: their mornings. You see, how you start your day determines the direction it takes. And if you're serious about designing a life full of purpose, productivity, and progress, then mastering your morning routine is non-negotiable. Let me share something with you. Life doesn't reward randomness. It rewards discipline. Think about it. When was the last time chaos brought you closer to your goals? Never. Success thrives on structure, and there's no better place to build that structure than at the very beginning of your day. Now, here's the truth. Most people wake up reacting instead of responding. They grab their phones before they even get out of bed, scrolling through notifications, emails, and social media updates. By the time they step into the shower, they've already handed over control of their mindset to someone else: the news anchor, the influencer, the coworker who sent an early text. That's not how champions begin their days. Champions take charge first thing in the morning. So let's talk about what works. Picture this. You wake up early, not because someone told you to, but because you understand the value of those quiet hours. In the silence, there's clarity, there's focus, there's room to think, plan, and prepare for the challenges ahead. These are the moments where you can set the tone for everything else that follows. Start by doing something simple yet powerful. Drink a glass of water. It sounds basic, but after 7 or 8 hours without hydration, your body needs it. This small act alone signals to yourself that you care enough to give your body what it deserves. Next, move your body. Stretch. Go for a walk. Do some breathing exercises. Or hit the gym. Physical activity wakes up your muscles, sharpens your mind, and floods your system with energy. When you feel good physically, it becomes easier to perform mentally. Then comes the part that truly transforms lives: personal development. Spend a few minutes reading a book that inspires you, listening to something educational, or writing down your thoughts. Journaling has a way of organizing your mind and aligning your intentions with your actions. Ask yourself questions like, what am I grateful for today? Or, what's one thing I must accomplish today? These reflections create momentum and remind you of the bigger picture. And don't forget gratitude. Gratitude isn't just a nice idea, it's fuel for success. When you wake up thankful for what you have, you attract more reasons to be thankful. A grateful heart sees opportunities where others see obstacles. So, make gratitude a cornerstone of your mornings. Now, here's the key. Consistency beats intensity every single time. It's not about having the perfect routine right away. It's about showing up each day and refining it along the way. Even if all you manage to do is wake up 10 minutes earlier and stretch, that's progress. Over time, these little habits compound into extraordinary results. Success isn't reserved for the lucky few. It's available to anyone willing to invest in themselves daily. Your mornings are your canvas. What you paint on them will shape the rest of your day and ultimately, your life. Decide now to design a routine that empowers you, uplifts you, and propels you toward the future you desire. Because the reality is, you become what you repeatedly do. If you repeatedly waste your mornings, you'll waste your potential. But if you repeatedly nurture your mornings, you'll nurture your destiny. Choose wisely. Start tomorrow with intention. And watch as the pieces of your life begin to fall into place. Let's dive deeper into why mornings matter so much. Have you ever noticed how then, when evening rolls around, they wonder where all their time went, and worse, why they didn't accomplish anything meaningful? Sound familiar? Here's the deal. Your morning sets the pace for everything else. If you start strong, you carry that momentum forward. But if you stumble out of bed without purpose, it's like trying to push a boulder uphill a day long. You expend unnecessary effort just to keep moving. And even then, progress feels slow and frustrating. That's why intentionality matters. When you take control of your mornings, reclaim ownership of your entire day. Now, let's talk about something practical: your mindset. Your thoughts are like seeds. What you plant early in the morning will grow as the hours pass. If you fill your mind with negativity, doubt, or distractions, guess what kind of harvest you'll reap later? Chaos, stress, frustration. On the flip side, if you feed your mind positivity, focus, and clarity, those qualities will ripple through every decision you make, every conversation you have, and every task you tackle. That's why successful individuals often prioritize mental preparation over physical activity. Sure, exercise is important. It gets your blood pumping and boosts your energy levels, but feeding your mind is equally critical. Reading inspiring books, listening to motivational content, or simply reflecting on your goals gives you the fuel you need to stay centered and driven. These practices don't require hours of your time. Even 10 minutes can make a world of difference. Think about it this way. Imagine two people waking up at the same time. One grabs their phone, scrolls aimlessly for 20 minutes, and lets anxiety creep in as they check emails and social media updates. The other spends that same 20 minutes meditating, visualizing their goals, and reminding themselves of their why. Who do you think will approach the day with more confidence? Who's more likely to stay calm under pressure and seize opportunities as they arise? It's not magic, it's habit. And habits are built one choice at a time. Every morning you have a chance to reinforce behaviors that serve you or sabotage you. Which path will you choose? Let me give you another perspective. Many people believe success happens overnight. But here's the reality. Behind every overnight success story lies years of disciplined mornings. Those individuals weren't born extraordinary. They became extraordinary by consistently doing ordinary things better than anyone else. They showed up every single day, even when no one was watching, and gave their best effort. Their mornings reflected their commitment to growth. Take a moment to reflect on your own life. How many times have you said, "I'll start tomorrow"? Tomorrow comes, and nothing changes. Why? Because waiting for motivation to strike is a losing game. Motivation doesn't last, it fades the moment challenges arise. Discipline, however, endures. Discipline is the bridge between dreaming and achieving. And the foundation of discipline is routine. When you create a morning routine, you eliminate decision fatigue. Instead of wasting precious mental energy deciding what to do next, you follow a plan. This frees up space in your mind to focus on what truly matters: solving problems, pursuing passions, and connecting with others. Imagine starting each day knowing exactly what steps to take. No hesitation, no second guessing, just action. That's the power of a solid routine. But let's address a common concern. Some people resist routines because they fear monotony. Structure provides stability, which allows flexibility to flourish. Consider this analogy. A tree needs roots to grow tall. Without strong roots anchoring it to the ground, it would topple over during storms. Similarly, routines act as your roots, grounding you in consistency so you can reach higher and farther. Once you master the fundamentals, you gain the confidence to branch out and experiment. Now, let's break down some specific elements you might include in your morning routine. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all formula. Your ideal routine depends on your personality, goals, and lifestyle. However, certain principles apply universally. First, hydration. After hours of sleep, your body craves water. Drinking a glass of water upon waking kickstarts your metabolism, flushes toxins, and energizes your cells. It's a simple act, but it sends a powerful message to your subconscious. I'm taking care of myself today. Next, movement. Whether it's yoga, jogging, dancing, or stretching, getting your body moving signals to your brain that it's time to wake up fully. Movement increases oxygen flow, sharpens cognition, and releases endorphins, the chemicals responsible for happiness and stress relief. Plus, it establishes a sense of accomplishment right off the bat. When you complete a workout, you prove to yourself that you're capable of following through on commitments. Another essential component is personal development. As I mentioned earlier, reading, listening, or journaling amplifies your potential. Choose materials that align with your aspirations. Maybe it's a biography of someone you admire, a podcast episode about productivity hacks, or a chapter from a self-help book. Whatever it is, immerse yourself in content that uplifts and educates you. And don't underestimate the power of visualization. Take a few moments to close your eyes and picture your ideal day unfolding smoothly. Envision yourself tackling tasks confidently, interacting positively with others, and overcoming obstacles effortlessly. Visualization primes your subconscious to recognize opportunities and solutions throughout the day. It's like programming your internal GPS to guide you towards success. Of course, nutrition plays a role too. Breakfast fuels your body and brain, giving you the energy needed to perform at your peak. Opt for nutrient-dense foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Avoid sugary cereals or processed snacks that spike your blood sugar temporarily only to leave you crashing later. Treat your body like the high-performance machine it is. Lastly, carve out time for gratitude and reflection. Before diving into the hustle and bustle of daily responsibilities, pause to appreciate what you already have. Gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance. It reminds you that despite challenges, blessings abound. Pair this practice with goal setting by reviewing your objectives for the day. Write them down if possible. Studies show that writing goals increases the likelihood of achieving them because it makes them tangible and real. Now, here's a crucial point. Perfection isn't the goal. Some days, you'll nail your routine perfectly. Other days, you'll fall short. That's okay. Progress, not perfection, is what counts. Even small wins add up over time. For example, if you intended to meditate for 15 minutes, but only managed 5, celebrate the fact that you showed up.
The same principle applies to your habits. Keep showing up, keep watering the soil of your dreams, and trust that growth is happening even if it's invisible at first. Speaking of trust, let's discuss patience. In our fast-paced world, we've grown accustomed to instant gratification. We expect quick fixes and immediate outcomes, but lasting success requires endurance. Building a morning routine is like constructing a house. You lay the foundation brick by brick, knowing that the process takes time. Rushing leads to cracks and instability. Patience ensures quality and longevity. This brings me to accountability. While discipline drives your routine, having support accelerates your progress. Share your intentions with someone who encourages you, a friend, family member, coach, or mentor. Accountability partners hold you responsible for sticking to your commitments. They cheer you on during victories and lift you up during setbacks. Surround yourself with people who inspire you to be your best self. Additionally, track your progress. Journaling serves not only as a tool for reflection, but also as evidence of growth. Flip back through pages filled with notes, observations, and milestones. Seeing how far you've come reinforces your belief in your ability to continue improving. Tracking creates awareness, helping you identify patterns and areas for refinement. One final thought before wrapping up this section. Mornings aren't just about productivity, they're about presence. Too often, we rush through life, chasing achievements while neglecting the joy of simply being alive. A well-designed morning routine invites mindfulness. It encourages you to savor quiet moments, connect with nature, and listen to your inner voice. Success isn't solely defined by external accomplishments. It's also measured by inner peace and fulfillment. Incorporate rituals that bring you joy. Perhaps it's brewing a cup of tea, lighting a candle, or sitting by the window to watch the sunrise. These seemingly trivial acts enrich your spirit and remind you to cherish the present moment. Life isn't a race, it's a journey. Savor it. Remember, the choices you make each morning shape not only your day, but also your destiny. Invest in practices that elevate your mindset, strengthen your body, and nurture your soul. Over time, these investments compound, leading to exponential growth. Stay tuned for the next part of this discussion, where we'll explore additional strategies for maximizing your mornings and turning them into launch pads for success. Until then, consider implementing one new habit tomorrow. Small changes lead to big transformations. Every morning is a blank page, waiting for you to write your story. The question isn't whether you'll face challenges, it's how prepared you'll be when they come. A strong morning routine equips you with clarity, energy, and resilience to tackle whatever life throws your way. Remember, success doesn't happen by accident. It happens through deliberate action. Start small, stay consistent, and trust the process. Over time, these habits will transform not just your mornings, but your entire life. So tomorrow, wake up with purpose, embrace the day with gratitude, and take one step closer to becoming the best version of yourself. You've got this,